Ever wonder what secrets lie beneath the dirt of ancient Roman coins? Today, we're diving into history, quite literally, with a powerful tool and a mysterious collection. Right, let's start with a tool that'll bring these ancient treasures back to life. This ultrasonic cleaner I just got in. Let's unbox it. This model is compact but powerful, perfect for delicate restorations like ancient coins. Inside the box, we got the stainless steel tank, power cable, instruction manual, and the mesh basket to hold the coins during the cleaning process. To use it, fill the tank with distilled water. I usually add a touch of mild dish soap, just a drop, mind you, to help loosen grime. Place the coins in the basket, lower them into the water, and set the timer. I recommend starting with a 5 to 7 minute cycle. The vibrations from the ultrasonic waves create microscopic bubbles that gently lift off years, centuries of dirt. It's safe, effective, and oddly satisfying to watch. These are the 9 coins we'll be working with, each one with a story buried under layers of corrosion. I picked these up from a local market. The seller wasn't sure what they were, but they appear dates somewhere between the 3rd and 5th century AD. Now, judging by the weight and outlines, I suspect a few of these might be bronze phallus coins, used widely during the late Roman Empire. This one here could possibly feature Emperor Constantine, based on the faint profile I can make out. This chunkier one could be a provincial issue, used in a Roman territory like Gaul or Hispania. It might even be an Antonianus, which has slightly more silver content. Of course, until they're cleaned, it's all guesswork. But that's the thrill of it. Each one might reveal a piece of forgotten history.
And this heavier, thicker coin? Possibly a sestertius. In its prime, this would have been quite valuable. Perhaps once part of a merchant's savings or stored in a villa's strongbox, long since buried by time, conflict, or a collapsing roof. What's striking is how far these coins might have traveled. Rome's currency didn't just stay in Rome. It moved, with legions, with traders, with the enslaved and the free. One of these might have been used in Londinium, modern-day London, to pay a ferryman crossing the Thames. Another might have changed hands at a forum in Carthage, beneath towering marble columns. Coins were more than just currency, they were propaganda. Each one bore the face of an emperor, a message of power, control, divine right. Even the poorest citizen, holding one of these, carried a miniature monument to the state in their palm. And yet, over time, as empires rise and fall, coins get lost. Misplaced, abandoned, buried by accident or war or decay. Now, centuries later, they've resurfaced, unearthed from the soil, cleaned with care, and reintroduced to the world. Though we may never know the exact hands that once held them, or the precise roads they traveled, these coins give us a tangible link to the lives of real people in a world both distant and strangely familiar. From emperor to soldier, merchant to mother, these coins are silent witnesses to the human story. And today, they speak again. This heavier coin, corroded with age but still imposing, might have once been a sestertius, used in Rome itself, perhaps passed around the forum, clinking on the counter of a bathhouse or tavern. Each of these coins bears witness to the vastness of Rome. From the marble columns of Constantinople to the muddy roads of Britannia, they were used by emperors and commoners alike, soldiers, farmers, priests, even thieves. And now, after lying buried for perhaps 1,500 years, they've surfaced once again. Lost, found, and reborn, ready to tell their stories if we're patient enough to listen. We may never know exactly who held them or what they bought, But through cleaning, study, and a bit of imagination, we can breathe life back into these fragments of empire. Now let's take a closer look at each of these 8 coins and imagine the lives they might have touched. Some are still caked in centuries of soil and corrosion, but the hints beneath give us clues to their past. This first coin has already undergone a full ultrasonic clean, and just look at that detail. We've got a clear bust, possibly Constantine the Great, and the labarum on the reverse. The edges are sharp. I'd say this one was lost not long after it was minted, preserved in excellent condition. It may have belonged to a Roman officer stationed in Britannia, overseeing one of the frontier garrisons. With a thick rim, but still encrusted. You can just make out some lettering near the border. It might be a sestertius, perhaps from the Severan dynasty. This one needs more cleaning. I suspect underneath we'll find a standing figure or maybe a temple design, possibly once carried by a landowner traveling between Roman provinces. The third coin is small and worn, most likely a minim. These were minted in massive numbers during the empire's decline. I imagine this was dropped by a child buying a handful of dates at a market stall. The coin's features are nearly gone, but a second round of ultrasonic cleaning might reveal more of the reverse. Number 4 is curious. It has a greenish patina, a sign of bronze corrosion. There's something military about it, possibly depicting a soldier or a battle standard. I like to think this one was used to pay a blacksmith in a Roman fort. The coin needs gentle cleaning, it's fragile, and too much pressure could strip away vital details. This fifth one is thick, dark, and pitted, likely buried for centuries. It could be a provincial coin from North Africa or the Eastern Empire. The profile is barely visible, but the size and weight suggest it was of decent value. Still a mystery, but I'll soak it overnight before the next ultrasonic cycle. Coin number 6 has already begun to show signs of silvering, possibly an Antoninianus. A popular denomination in the 3rd century, often used to pay soldiers. Perhaps this one was lost in a camp during a change of command or during a retreat. Needs only light brushing now, it's nearly ready for preservation. Next, we've got a very worn piece, possibly clipped. In late Roman times, people would shave the edges to collect bits of metal. It may have been used far beyond its original value. There's not much left, but it still tells us something about inflation and scarcity during the empire's decline. These coins have more secrets to reveal, and I'll be cleaning and restoring each one fully. If you want to see the final results and uncover their full stories, make sure to follow the channel. Like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe.